And Hashem has Rahmanod on us. And once in a while, we see Rosh Hashivot, we see Rabbani, we see friends, old friends, that they come by for Simchot. And Rabbi Katz came for a Simcha of Sandok. Yesterday was a Sandok. We could get the bracha from him. Baruch Hashem, we should come for Simchot, but it's a privilege. And was something that I know from, I've learned with him, and I learned the Rabbi, always has a smile. And I think that's the mark of Torah. At the end of the day, somebody who learns Torah has to penetrate inside, that you should have that smile and simcha. And whenever that it transfers Torah with joy, with simcha. Like American boys get excited through ice cream. You see ice cream, chocolate ice cream, as if, they saw here a piece of Torah, a piece of delivery of Torah is full of joy, full of simcha. And I thought it's very good that we should and it's honor and privilege. B'ezrat Hashem should come more simcha, B'ezrat Hashem. And don't forget, whenever that you come here, and by the way, he has 3 grandchildren here, and I know, I'm a grandfather, when you go to the children, you want every minute and second be with them. But the rabbi was kind enough to share his time with us. It's a precious time. It's going to be only 1 day here, and to meet the children every minute and second is precious. Thank you very much, and thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rabbi Levi Chaim. So first of all, just like when we were charusis together, I used to disagree with you. I disagree with you again. This that you say we're so far away from the center of Torah. It's like what's the biggest rule about a circle? A circle, you know geometry? Every single point is equidistant from the center. If you have a square, some points along the square are further from the center than others. But a circle, each point is equidistant from the center. That's why the Gemara in Tainus at the very end says that La'asid, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to be in the middle, and all of the tzaddikim are going to be in a circle around him. And they're all going to say, Zah Hashem Kivinu Lo. The concept is, everywhere we are, all equidistant from Shekhinah, all equidistant from the center. So Baruch Hashem, every Jew, you say, take 3 steps up, by the Shemon Esrei, you're right in front of Hashem. No one's further from anybody else. At that point, I disagree with you. But the other point you said, that the pleasure of dealing with the grandchildren, that I agree with you. I have a beautiful story for you. There was a fella, unfortunately, he wasn't blessed with children. He used to many times ask his rabbi for bracha for children. Never had children. One time, his rabbi's rabbi, the grand rabbi, was coming to town. This fella got so excited. He's going to ask the grand rabbi for a bracha, they should have children. He walks into the grand rabbi, and before he gets a chance to open his mouth, the rabbi tells him, Yaakov, I give you a bracha, you should act like a meshugna. And the rabbi looks away and goes on. He's aghast. He runs to his rabbi's house to complain. I went to your rabbi, he should give me a bracha with children, and he tells me I should act like a meshugna. But when he goes to the door of his rabbi's house, he looks in the window, and he sees that his rabbi is on all fours, and his son is leading him around, giddy up, giddy up. So he says, I'm not going to go disturb my rabbi now. He comes back 20 minutes later, and his rabbi is sitting by his table with his frock, all prestigious, all dignified, and he goes in and he says, I feel so bad. I went to your rabbi, the grand rabbi, and he just told me I should act like a meshugna. So his rabbi tells him, you should have been there 20 minutes ago. Because sometimes to play with the children, so you have to act like the children, right? So before I came, I made sure to brush myself off to make sure. Okay. But it's a deep story. It's a deep, deep story. Sometimes HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to send you something, and you don't deserve it. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to sneak it in. So that's the same thing over here by the story. The grand rabbi wanted to give a bracha, he should have children. It wasn't going to work in the regular conventional means. So you had to sneak in the bracha. Told them a bracha, you should act like a meshugna. And that could be, because when you play with the children, sometimes you act like a meshugna. So a lot of times, we get brachas from Hashem. Sometimes we get things from Hashem, it doesn't look like it's such a perfect thing we're getting. It's a bracha. It's in disguise. It's sneaking in the bracha. Sometimes comes, doesn't seem so perfect. Hashem is Tov. He's sending us down Tov. He's sending up good things. You have to remember in your mind, this is like that bracha, I have to act like a meshugna. Why am I enjoying so much to come here on Sunday morning? You see, I could have come later on in the day when just Avrechim were here and give a share halakha. No. How come I came now? Because you think in your mind, there's 2 two types of people. You have an Avreich and you have a Baal Bayis. What's the difference? Avreich learns all the time. Baal Bayis has to go to work all the time. That's so. But it's not so. How about the Avreich? Sometimes he goes to eat. Sometimes he goes with the family. How come he's not learning? The answer is a person has needs. He has to take care of his needs. Okay. How about a Baal Bayis? He has to go to work all the time. Yeah? He has to take care of his needs. What happens on Sunday? So if he comes on Sunday to learn, that shows at this that he's working all week long because he has needs to take care of. But really, he's Avrech. The Maila, you can save your entire week of going to the business that it's really part of your Jewish life by coming to work to learn on the Sunday. Because that shows that that's what I do when I have time. I'm Avrech, I learn Torah. Sometimes I have to go to the work. So you're going to the work is no different than the Avrech who goes to eat lunch. You can save the whole week by starting off your week on the Sunday morning learning the Torah. That's beautiful. Sitting here in a room full of strong Avrechim. All week long, just learning the Torah and doing all the right things. This week, very, very special parasha. The parasha tells us the first mitzvah in the Torah. In Parashas Bo, the first mitzvah in the Torah. How does it say? Vayomer Hashem el Moshe v'el Aharon HaChodesh hazeh lachem Rosh Chodesh. Perek Yud Beis. Vayomer Hashem el Moshe v'el Aharon be'eretz Mitzrayim HaChodesh hazeh lachem Rosh Chodesh. The first mitzvah is to make Rosh Chodesh. I have a question. Baruch Hashem, I'm talking to people that are fluent in the Chumash, fluent in the Torah. Many, many times, Moshe Rabbeinu told Yidden a mitzvah. How does it always start off? You know? V'yidaber Hashem al Moshe Leimer, right? Is that pasuk familiar to you? V'yidaber. It doesn't say V'yomer, it says V'yidaber. How come over here it says V'yomer? That's my question. This is the first mitzvah. Why is it different than all of the mitzvahs? Then V'yomer and V'yidaber. Where else does it say V'yomer instead of V'yidaber? In the third parasha of Shema, in the parasha of Tzitzis. Also, how does it start off? V'yomer Hashem al Moshe, tell the Bnei Yisrael to bring Tzitzis. How come it doesn't say V'yidaber? It says V'yomer. The third place is in Parashas Emor, when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling all of the mitzvahs to all of the Kehanim. So it says, V'yomer Hashem al Moshe, Emor al Kehanim Bnei Aaron. How come it doesn't say Daber? That's my question. And I'm going to say a pshat, and I challenge you. Any time it says a hakdama, an introduction to the mitzvahs, a yomer instead of a daber, see if this pshat fits in. Okay? You'll get my number and you'll call me up. Okay? We'll see if it fits in each time. What is the difference between the word vayomer and the word vayidaber? You can try it. When a person says vayidaber, daber, he has to make use of, how does a person speak? How does the sound come out? Breath comes out from inside, and he has to use what's called chamisha moitzois hapeh, the 5 faculties of the mouth, to be able to make the words come. You have to use the lips and the teeth and the voice box to make the words come out. When a person says vayidaber, he has to make use very strongly of all of his klei hadibur, daber. That's why even in a leader, it's called, like it says in Parshas, when Yeshua is coming the leader, daber echad lador, 1 leader. A leader is called a daber. Because that's when you talk harshly, sharp, vayidaber, lashon din, lashon koshes. Daber is hot. I'm telling you, the reason why the word vayidaber means harsh is because to say the word, you have to, it's demanding on your guf, but you use it vayidaber. Amira, try it, it's very, very soft. Why is it soft? Because you're motois hapeh. As a matter of fact, the easiest sound to make, mem sound, easiest sound. You hardly have to use your motois hapeh at all. That's why in every single language, the word for mother, mami, is an M sound. Hey, mama. Every single French, Persian, every single language. Because it's the first sound that a baby makes is for his mother, crying for his mother. That's why it's the easiest sound to make, is calling his mother. That's what all the baby could do at the time. The word aim is the shirish, the root of the word emunah. Why is there such a creation of mother? By the way, you should know. Anything that exists in this world, the only reason why it exists is to give you a picture for ruchnius. Why was a mother created in this world? You have a child, you have a baby, who has nothing, and he needs everything. He is so helpless. He can't take care of himself at all. And along comes a mother, larger than life, takes care of all his needs, feeds him, cleanses him, washes him, kutches him, gives him whatever he needs. That's all to give you a picture of Hashem. We are the exact same way. You think we go, we do, we accomplish, we can accomplish nothing without Hashem doing it for us. That's our job, to have Amunah of Hashem and to recognize by ourselves we can't accomplish anything. It's only Hashem who gives us the energy to accomplish whatever it is that we accomplish. That's why the shayrish of the word Amunah is Aim. Put in this world a little picture for you, a mother who does that all. I'll give you an example. You have your baby and you're taking him in a car seat. So what's the smartest place, the back seat? To put him behind the driver, on the other side? So on the other side is better, diagonally. This way, the child can see the mother and the mother can see the back of the baby. It's better diagonally across. Okay. So you put the baby in the car seat. Then the parent has to go to his seat. There's two ways to go. Either you can go around the front. This way, the baby always sees you. Or you can go around the back. And then the kid doesn't see you, and then he sees you again. Around the back is better. Because then the kid doesn't. Where's mommy? Where's Abba? And then he sees him again. So that's why he learns trust. The job of the parents is to teach trust to the children. They should know, yes, don't worry, there's someone here to take care of you. You don't see him for a minute, he's there, he's taking care of you. So you go around the back, and then he sees you again. Oh, he knows he can trust. That's the word aim, it's from the word amunah. That's the word amira and the word vayidaber. Okay? Now, the world was created with 10 mamoros. The Torah was given with 10 dibros. Okay. What's the bridge? It says in the Arizal that the 10 makas were the bridge between 10 mamoros and 10 dibros. What does this Arizal mean? I don't know, but I'll tell you what I think. Originally, the world was created, and that was the governing force of everything in the world. For example, it rained, things grew, and you ate it. Right? Wonderful. The temple was created for. And all of a sudden, Hashem says, no, 1 second. First give Maaser, first give Truma, make a bracha, don't make Basa v'Kolel, don't make stage skin again. Do you know what I say? Who says? What's wrong? Everything was fine. That's why came the Makkos. The Makkos showed you, you think the reign of nature is the way things are supposed to be? Then how come there's water? There's supposed to be water and there's blood. The animal's supposed to be here and they're over there. So we saw from the Makkos that there's no controlling force of nature. It's not true. The whole entire system of the world, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wreaked havoc. It just wasn't so anymore. That's what happened by the Makkos. The purpose of the Makkos was to show the world, you think nature is in charge? No, it's not so. So at that point, the world was open. The world was thinking, what for? What's the controlling force of the world? What is that power? And the answer is, now comes the Aseret HaDibros. Now comes the world was available to hear the Aseret HaDibros only after the 10 Makkos. If not for the Makkos, we have the Mamaros. We have a very fine world. Everything's fine. We don't need no Dibros. But after the Makkos, we say, the Mamaros, they're not what's controlling things. That's not making things happen. So why? So the world was open. So I'm trying to give you a picture. And at the world, at the time of the Makkos, time of the Tzrayim, the world scene changed. And therefore, generally speaking, if Hashem tells you a mitzvah, he's got to break through me. Excuse me, I'm here, I'm me, I want to do this, I want to go here. You got to break through. So that's why Vayidaber, break through. You got to do it. At the time of Yitzias Mitzrayim, but when the first mitzvah came, there was no need for a breakthrough, no need for a Vayidaber. It was able to be Amira. Well, how do I explain? Amira means soft, easy, able to go right in. Normally, when Hashem gives tzivuyim, gives mitzvot, you can't go straight in, you have to break through. There's a cover, there's me, there's Teva, I want this, I want that. At the time of Yitzias Mitzrayim, the world scene was such, I'm open, I'm available, I understand. That's what the pasuk says. Vayomer Hashem al Moshe v'al Aaron. How come over to Moshe and Aaron also, not just to Moshe like always? Rashi says, since Aaron HaKohen did all the Makkos, he was Zeicha, and the first mitzvah was set to him. What's the pshat in Rashi? He was the one who wreaked havoc to the world. He was the one who made that there is it's gone, the Mamaros. So he was the one who has the schus to replace the Mamaros with the Dibros. That's the schus, the Midah Keneged Midah, because he did the Makkos, therefore he gets the schus of hearing the mitzvahs also. So that's the world see now. There's no need for Yidaber, no need for breaking in. It's open, we're available, we're ready to hear. The Kehanim are the same way. For example, by the time of the Egel, Hashem says, Moshe says, Mil Hashem Elai, and what they do? Kill even your brother and your sister if he sinned. Excuse me? My brother, my sister, my own flesh and blood? How can I kill them? The answer is, they went against Hashem. They did Avodah Zarah. They did the Egel. But how can I? The answer is, it depends. If you have yourself, and I'm here, and I'm in the way, I can't do it. But if there's no me, it's just, I'm open to hear the Dvar Hashem, open to what Hashem wants, so then, no problem. That's how the Kohanim were. The Kohanim, whatever was the matzav of the people, of the world, Pshas Yitzis Mitzrayim, that's how the Kohanim were at all times. They were open to hear the Dvar Hashem. There was no shell of me. Therefore, the Amirat mitzvah to them is able to be Amira, smooth. There's no need for Vayidaber. When do you need Vayidaber? I have to break through. Because I don't want. Yeah, okay, I will. They need Vayidaber to break through. But by the Kohanim, their level, their madrega was open, available, ready to hear the Dvar Hashem. There it's able to be straight Amira. That's why, in Sefer Dvarim, Moshe Rabbeinu repeated all of the mitzvahs that it says in all the four Chamoshim, except for Sefer Vayikra. The Torah is Kainim. It's interesting, if you notice. None of the mitzvahs that it says in Sefer Vayikra, which was said to the Kohanim, are repeated in Sefer Dvarim. All the mitzvahs in Shemos from Bamidbar, what? How come? The Ramban says, Kohanim Zrizimhem. The Kohanim, they heard it the first time, that was enough. When do you have to go something over? If when I tell you the first time, this is a cover, I have to break through, it sneaks in a little bit, so you have to go it over a second time. But if you hear the Dvar Hashem and it seeps right in, and it's there to stay, you don't have to say it over again. So that's why the mitzvahs which you said to the Kohanim, which was said Amira, straight in, you don't have to do it over again. It's true, you should know. Sometimes you learn, and you don't remember so well, and you have to, sometimes some things that you learn, just remember it forever. How come some things in life, just remember, depends how deep it went in, what a deep impression went on you right away. Went right in. The Kohanim, they were open to hear the Dvar Hashem. They were thirsting. They're thirsty to hear it. It came in, it stayed there, and they got it. They didn't have to repeat it. That's those two. What am I left with? I explained the Amir of the first mitzvah and the Amir of Kohanim. Where else does it say Amir? In the mitzvah of the last parasha of Shema. Right? The last parasha of Shema is the mitzvah of Zechiras Yitzias Mitzrayim. I have to tell you something. The point of this mitzvah of Zechiras Yitzias Mitzrayim is not just to remember one time it happened. That's not the point. The point is that madrega and that experience that we had, B'shas Yitzias Mitzrayim, it should live with us. What was the madrega B'shas Yitzias Mitzrayim? The way where I explained, it's Hashem, we understand there's nothing else, there's just you. Everything is you, all Hashkachas Hashem, I just want to be there with you. That's the mitzvah of Zechiras Yitzias Mitzrayim, to always be there. That's why it dafka starts off in the parasha of Amira. The mitzvah of Yitzias Mitzrayim starts off with Amira. That's why we have three parashas in Shema. The first mitzvah of Shema is Kabbalas al Malchus Shemayim. You got to accept them on yourself. Second one is Kabbalas al Mitzvahs. You got to accept them on yourself. So what's the third parasha? We tell Hashem, we've got to, you're right. But we don't do it because we've got to. We do it because we want to. That's the third parasha. The third parasha is Vayomer. Vayomer means we want. How does it mean we want? Because it's Zeichel Yitzias Mitzrayim. Yitzias Mitzrayim was a time, and because of all the miracles that Hashem showed for us, and all of the love that Hashem showed for us, our response is Hashem, we're not doing this because we've got to. We know we got to. We're doing this because we want. That's the Seder. That's the mitzvah of Vayomer. That's the bracha I give to all of you. Now and all the time, when it comes to chance to do a mitzvah, relish the opportunity. Because listen, we're not going to be here forever. There's going to be a time when we're in the next world, we're going to wish we have a chance to do more mitzvahs. Here's our chance. Let's take advantage while we're here to get as close as we can to Hashem. As Hashem shall be zeicha to Mechad Hashem Shemayim forever and ever.
Amen.